Hello, welcome back to my channel. This is Jobran. So, I know it has been a very busy month for all of us, and let me greet you a Merry Christmas and advance Happy New Year. I am so happy that I am back again. So, thank you so much for your unending support and love for my channel. So, for today is I will be discussing our last two discussions for understanding the self. And this is my first ever playlist for the year 2020. So for today I will be sharing to you my knowledge about lesson number 11 entitled Do Not Just Dream, Make It Happen. So we will be embracing the idea of some psychologists who explain to us on how we can achieve our dreams. Diba si Sigmund Freud nag-ingon that we all have our dreams. And karon is we will try to see because of that dream, why is it that there are people who are very successful compared to us? Why is it nga nindot na ilang kinabuhi compared sa akua or sa atua? So let's try to embrace the idea of Dr. Albert Bandura. So let's start with him. So who is Albert Bandura? Take note that he is an American Canadian psychologist and he puts value on the importance of sense of self-direction. Throughout his life, iya yung panindigano that we should have sense of direction. Importante daw na sa tao para maabot na to ang ato ang gustong makabot diri sa kalibutan. Because we all have our individual dreams. It's only that ang uban lang grabe ang conviction, ang uban po dili nga ka-strong ang conviction on how they can achieve their dreams. Okay, so that's why Albert Bandura comes up with the idea of the self-efficacy theory. So what is self-efficacy theory? So ingon siya, this is your strong belief about yourself. This is your conviction. This is your strong desire nga ang imuhang pangandoy imong makabot. No matter what happens. Okay? Nagsugod na ang iyang self-efficacy theory nga nakaingon siya nga ang tao jud kuno or ang learning sa tao was a result of reinforcement. So kung naako ni reinforcement, kung naako no kay makita, that is part of reinforcement. Kung naako no kay makita nga social model, kung naa kay makuha ana if imo ni siyang buhaton, that's how we learn. So for example no, kung nagtudlo ka, for example ako I am teaching, therefore na ako reinforcement. So mingon ko, okay, if you can answer this question, I will give you 50 points. O, di ba? Magkarakara din ang mga estudyante og tubag sa pangutana because na ay reinforcement and that's part of how we learn. For example, if you're attending training, dapat na ay chocolate. Dapat na ay snacks because it's part of reinforcement. That's according to Albert Bandura, nindot daw ang learning. Because according to him, ang iyang gipanindigan is we humans, we are active participants. We are not only shaped by the environment that we are in. Nausab lang kuno ta, which we change, it's because we are actively participating to that something. Mao nang nausab ka. That's why your behavior is influenced because you are actively participating or you are joining. That's why nakabantay ka na ay nausab sa imong kaugalingon. So it's not all about the environment alone. It is all about us because we are actively participating. Okay, so what is self-efficacy? This is your strong belief or conviction about yourself. And ang ato daw pagsalig o pagtuo sa atong kaugalingon is na impluwensyahan po daw na kung unsa ka daw way maguna-huna sa imong kaugalingon. Right? Naman tayo gitawag no, kung nagsalig ka sa imong kaugalingon, na kay gitawag nga outcome expectancy. Meaning, ga-expect ka nga kung mubuhat ka ng butanga, na ay mausab sa imong kinabuhi. So, naka-estimate sa imong pagsalig sa imong kaugalingon. That's why nakaingon ka, kaya man jud nako ba? Nga buhaton. That is outcome expectancy. You are expecting that something will happen if you do this. Pero kung mingon na kag efficacy, mingon kag efficacy expectation is naana kay conviction nga bisan pag wala bisan pagdugay makita nimo ang change sa imong kinabuhi, but you have a strong conviction nga kung imo lang ni siyang buhaton, things will fall into place. That is efficacy expectations. Okay, so kana dang duha ka factors naka-impluwensya daw na sila kung unsa ka daw way maghatag og self-efficacy sa imong kaugalingon. Kung unsa ang imuhang pagsalig sa imong kaugalingon nga kaya na nimong buhaton. Kung unsaon pag-strengthen. Di ba usahay na ay uban kung mubuhat ng sila usa ka butang karon, ma-fail ang gani sila, di na sila mubuhat. Okay? So, gibuhat nimong outcome expectancy for yourself. Pero tungod sa failure, wa na kaning buhat. Kahit at first, nagtuon na ka nga sayop to siya. Pero naay ubang tao, despite kapila ning tumbling or na-fail ang ilahang pagpaningkamot, but they are still strengthening it. They are still trying to move on. They are still trying to do better. Because they have a strong conviction sa ilang kaugalingon. And that's what makes us different from one another. Right? Failure is not a sign of weakness. Right? For me, it only teaches us that we need to do something better next time. Right? For me, in my own explanation, we can never or I can never define success if I don't fail. That's why importante kaayo ang failure, because that's how you realize something about yourself. Na kulang pa jud ay. It's not all about that I am a failure. No, I am not a failure, because failure is an event. I am a person. And that's how I understand myself now. I have a strong conviction. Na-fail ko how many times, but I am still here because I have a strong conviction. I have a strong efficacy expectation about myself. So that's how Albert Bandura defines self-efficacy. Kay ingon pa siya, if we know how to increase our self-efficacy or person self-efficacy, bisag unsa pa kuno problema sa kalibutan, we are able to survive. We are capable to survive because we have an increased self-efficacy. Taas ang ato ang pagsalig sa atong kaugalingon. Kusgan ang atong pagtan-aw sa atong kaugalingon. Bisag unsa pay mahitabo no sa kinabuhi, because life is unpredictable. And we have to accept the fact nga there are things nga dili nato kaya buhaton for us. We just let ourselves to explore or to be flexible, to be fluid, especially if unpredictable na kayong sitwasyon, let's be fluid. So that's the idea of Albert Bandura. Okay, so don't you know that people with high assurance or people with high self-efficacy is ilahang gi-consider ang mga problema as a challenge. Naaman sila problema, but they will not take it negatively. They will take it positively and do something better. Right? People with high efficacy approach difficult tasks. Di sila mo withdraw. They will approach difficult tasks and mastered it. Ila pa dyan nang strengthen. That's how self-efficacy influences our behavior. In contrast, people with low self-efficacy, what happens? People with low self-efficacy, they tend to withdraw. People with low self-efficacy, they are shy away. They are shy away from tasks na nga kikonsider nila as personal threats. Especially if, for example, gitagaan ko og trabaho, no, nga, uy, speak ka, okay? For example, di ko komportable mo istorya. So I will consider it as a personal threat. That's why mo withdraw ko. That's why dili ko mutunga, di ko mo accept sa challenge, because it's a personal threat for me. And it's not good for me. So that's what makes us different from those people with high assurance of self-efficacy. So if tanaw nimo kaya nimo, nganong mo withdraw man ko? Nganong mo talaw man ko? Right? Kaya kung kaya ra nako, nganong din mo talaw ko, therefore I am not improving myself. Right? So, that is the difference sa mga tao nga taas ang self-efficacy compared sa mga tao nga low ang self-efficacy. People with low self-efficacy, they tend to have many doubts about themselves. But people with high self-efficacy, no matter how many times they've failed, they are still trying to do their best. because they have an increased self-efficacy. Okay, so that's how Albert Bandura teaches us to do something better for ourselves because it's all about our self-efficacy and how we can strengthen our personal self-efficacy. Okay, so don't you know that there are a lot of sources on how we can strengthen our self-efficacy? Okay, if you have friends, the verbal or social persuasion. Okay, if you have friends, mingon ni mong amigo kaya man jud nimo or amiga kaya man jud nimo girl, di ba? Mingon sila, di ba? Mo boast imong pagtan-aw sa imong kaugalingon kaya din ako. Wala bright day ko. Karon pa ko kay Boda, bright day ko. Okay, pero wala jud nag-ingon ako nga bright makagmas jubrin murag wa jud. Kanilang tabian ka jubren o di ba gipanindigan ako kay tabian man ko sige I'll make use of that tabian. Possibly it is one of my strength because not everyone is uh, confident talking like this, right? So I am still trying to develop myself and I don't know, asa di padong, I am still doing what is good for me, what is best for me, okay? I am doing this because I know I can do better. So that's the idea of understanding your self-efficacy. So your family, your friends can influence you, can makasulti na sila nimo because they are your mirrors. Sami na sila sa imuhang tinuod nga pagkaikaw. So sometimes we need to listen. We need to listen, absorb some information sa atong palibot. If you think nga kaya nimo, why not? If you think nga dili pa nimo kaya, okay, so try to improve yourself better. It's all about understanding yourself, efficacy. Okay? So, hopefully you get the idea of Dr. Albert Bandura about how we can achieve our dreams and make it happen. It's all about our self-efficacy. It's all about your conviction. It's all about how you can strengthen yourself. It's all about your personal goals that will lead you to achieve your dreams. Okay, so the second psychologist is we will talk about Dr. Carol Dweck. Okay, so she is an American psychologist. So mga psychologist ni sila, mga bright ni sila. So let's try to at least mo embrace ta sa ilang pagka-bright. And the only way to embrace sa ilang intelligence is to get to know them a bit, is to get to know their understanding. Okay? More knowledge because the more we acquire knowledge, the more you will have a better understanding about yourself. Okay, so let's start with Dr. Carol Dweck. So, uh, she talks about the idea of the fixed and the growth mindset theory. So, lahi na po iyahan, no? In order for us daw to achieve our dreams and make it happen, let's have a fixed and a growth mindset theory. So, what is this all about? According to her, there are two types of mindset. Ang tao ko nun ay duha ka mindset. We have the fixed mindset and the growth mindset. So what do you mean with the fixed mindset? From the word itself, fix, meaning nagtuo ka nga ang imuhang pagkaikaw, ang imuhang knowledge, your talent, your gift is fixed. Therefore, innate na siya, meaning imuha na siyang natural. So, kung innate ability, kung unsa rin naanda nako nga strength nako, maura na ang ako ang pangusgan, maura na ang akong paningkamutan nga ma-improve because that is my innate ability. Okay man na siya. I also have my fixed mindset no nga kaybaw jud ko mo istorya, kaybaw ko mo deal sa mga tao. That is my mindset about myself. Pero according to Dr. Carol Dweck, di lang kuno ta mo focus sa atong fixed mindset. We need to focus more daw sa growth mindset. So what is growth mindset? Okay, naana kay innate ability. Correct? You are good sa kana nga butang. Pero di lang kuno ta mo stick sa kana nga butang. Tungod kay naa kay innate ability, naa kay abilidad ana. When you talk about growth mindset, dapat imo pa kuno nang i-improve imong self. You need to improve yourself. You need to attend more trainings, workshop, dapat imo pa ng perseverance, imo pa ng paningkamutan to improve para mahimo na siyang growth mindset. Na ana kay strength, ana, but it's not all about the strength. You also have to develop that kind of strength nga gihatag sa Ginoo. Right? Di man pwede no nga o lagi nindot kog tingog, singer ko sa balay lang. Okay? Sa balay lang ko ha, di jud ko mugawas. Okay, but ningon ka growth mindset is na nakay tingog, you have a good voice. Therefore, you need to get out, meaning you need to share that talent, meaning expand your horizon. Dapat mo improve ka. That's why ang mga singer, di ba? Mga singer is nindot na silang tingog but still they're attending some workshop. And why is it nga ilan lang gibuhat? Because of the growth mindset. They are not, wala sila ning stick sa fixed mindset. They wanted to have a growth mindset for themselves. Okay? And according to Dweck, ang ato dong mindset, dili daw na nato jud no kay dili nato na makita jud kay na naman huna-huna. But ingon siya dili daw ang ato dang mindset is pwede na natong makita sa ato ang batasan, sa ato ang behavior nga gipakita sa gawas. Kay kung fixed mindset ka, di naman kaganahan magpatudlo sa uban kay fixed naman siya kay bawo naman ko na. Pero kung growth mindset ka, bisan kahibaw na ka, nika uy, pwede ko mo join ana. Because I want to get to learn more. So, makaingon ka, growth mindset ni siya. Kung fixed mindset, gahi na sila tudluan. No? Because, di na ko mo attend na ma'am, kay kahibaw na ko. Right? So, posible makaingon ka, they're doing a fixed mindset na sila. Stick lang sila ana. Okay? Niingon po si Dr. Dweck nga, ang mga tao kuno nga, focus sa growth mindset is mas happy pa na sila nga person. Ma-fail man sila usahay sa kinabuhi, no, but they are willing to learn more because of the growth mindset nga ilang giset sa ilang kaugalingon. Okay, so fixed mindset people daw dili na sila ma-fail. Ngano man, kay di man sila mo try og laing butang, therefore wala sila ang failure. Right? Kay murag naara sila sa safe zone ang mga fixed mindset. Compared to growth mindset is they will experience a lot of trials, failures, kay grabe man ilahang pagkat-on sa mga laing-laing butang. For example, karon panahon na, di ba? Sa una, kung magtinda ka na alang kay stall, karon lahi na online. So kung di ka kaapa sa online, maglisod na ka. But daghag mga tao ang naningkamot. They are doing the growth mindset. Uy, unsaon din na siya. So that's how we learn. And then what ta kay baw no tungod ana atong growth mindset is we are now successful. Na-shock na lang ka nga ning click imong negosyo sa online. Uy, kaya man din ako because you are not wala lang ka ning stick sa fixed mindset, you are exploring the growth mindset. So that's the idea of Dr. Carol Dweck. So I hope you learn something from her. Okay? So take note, ang mga tao nga naay growth mindset, they live happily ever after. Meaning, they are eager to learn, they are willing to embrace change, they are not anxious about things that are happening, they are flexible, they are fluid. Right? Grabe ilang paningkamot. So, hopefully, kita tanan, we all acquire the growth mindset. So if you have this gift, improved it more, later on, you will appreciate the beauty of your perseverance and hard work. Okay, so the third person, we will talk about Edwin A. Locke. So what is his idea? Is the goal-setting theory. So Edwin A. Locke, he is an American psychologist, the same with Carol Dweck. So ang yang idea is, in order for us to achieve our dreams is to have a goal. Goal-setting theory. You need to set your goals. The question is, how can we set our goals? Especially if naglibog pagay ka sa gusto ni mo, no? So how can we set our goals? According to Locke, dapat you need to take action with a purpose. That is the final causality. Actually, this goal-setting theory is based on the idea of Aristotle, no? Called the final causality or the action with a purpose. When you do something, do it with a purpose. Dili lang kay when you do something, do it for nothing. No. If you have a dream, you need to set your goals because if you have a goal na naakay target, naakay gusto. And then once you hit the target, okay kayo. Bitaw. Once you hit the target, nindot kayo ang feeling because you know asa dapit. Right? 'Di ba kung naa kay goal nga gustong makabot sa imong kinabuhi, you feel happy, you feel satisfied. And the more specific and the more klaro sa imuha unsa imong goal, the more sayo nimo siya kabuton. Compare sa mga tao nga naalagi ko'y pangandoy but murag wa pay sure kung unsa jud. That's why maglibog ka asa jud padong ang imuhang gusto. So that's the importance of how we can set our goals on how we can achieve our goals. So take note nga ang pangandoy daw nato, goals, they are both internal and external. Ang goal sa tao kuno is naa siya internally. Nga naman, kung nakay pangandoy na ana sa una-huna, correct? Kung naa na sa una-huna, usahay makita po na sa imuhang behavior that is external. Okay, for example, gusto ko maging psychologist. Nasa akong huna-huna. Unsaon man ako nga mahimo akong psychologist, ha? So, nako'y target. Muskwila ko. Human ako guskwila, mo take og board exam. Human ako board exam, magtinarong ko para mapasar na ko. Therefore, na ako'y object nga akong gitarget. Na ako'y gustong kabuton. Tungod sa akong huna-huna, klaro sa kuha unsa akong gustong kabuton, and that is my target. And that is my goal. Right? Dapat daw na giset na to ang goals para klaro sa tuwa kung asa tapadong. Okay, take note, ang atong idea, ang atong panghuna-huna, mao na siya ga-guide sa atong action. Para ang action nato mao na siya mo lihok para makabot nato atong gusto. So it all started with sa atong idea about ourselves, sa atong huna-huna. So take note, lisod man siya, lisod man siya, pero at least naa kay goal. Kay lisod kaayo nang magkalisod ka sa usa ka butang, pero kung wa kay goal, wala gihapon. Right? So that's the idea of understanding our goals in life. Embracing our goals in life. Take note, the more difficult the goal, the greater the achievement. The more kang magkalisod, the more kang makaingon sa imong self, yes, I have achieved everything. Yes, nakaya na ako, although naglisod ko. And the more specific ang imuhang pangandoy, the more sayon siyang i-target nga maabot nimo. Okay, so Edwin A. Locke encourages us to set our goals. It's not all about doing something, but we need to do it with a purpose. Okay, so I hope that you did learn something for today, and thank you so much for all your support. Please don't forget to subscribe if you get to know more about these topics, and I am very happy for all your support and your unending love for my channel. Thank you so much. I'll see you again for my last video for understanding the self. Hopefully next semester I am doing another subject. Depende kung sa ihatag sa kuha. Take note, I will be sharing it all to you. Thank you and God bless. Bye!